I have legit filmed this intro like 20 times. But anyways. Hello guys, it's Soph and welcome back to our channel. Today I filmed this look for you guys and I think it's just a really great going out look because it's essentially just your typical smoky eye, but I think I jazzed it up a little bit for the fall time by adding a bit of orange colors in the crease here and there, and also by pairing it with a little bit of a bolder lip. In the summertime, I'd probably just use a lip gloss like I show you as the first lip option, but in the fall, I'd probably wear something like this or even darker. So anyways, I don't think I have anything left to say. If you want to see how I achieve this look, then just keep on watching. Bye-bye! I'll see you in like 30 seconds with a bare face. So I'm starting off by cutting up the tape that I'm going to use for my eyeshadow. I like to stick it on the back of my hand first so that when I apply it to my eyes, it's not as sticky and it's not going to damage the delicate skin around my eyes when I rip it off. I'm going to start off by applying an eyeshadow primer, and the one I'm using is the MAC Paint in Bare Canvas. This step is completely optional because we are going to be using the gel liner, which I'm applying now. I'm using the Maybelline Eyestudio in Blackest Black. So yeah, you can totally skip the eyeshadow primer, but I just think that the two together really ensure that the eyeshadow is going to stay for a very long time. As you can see, I'm trying to apply a pretty generous layer of this eyeshadow, but I'm not trying to be too clean with it because I am going to go in with a brush right now and blend out the edges. And this brush is a clean brush, there's no product on it. Next, I'm going to be taking a dusty orange color. It's from an e.l.f. palette that has no name. But yeah, I'm just going to take a blending brush and I'm going to apply some to my crease and just keep blending it out until I have a desired smokiness. At this point, it's really all about building up the color that you want until you reach the intensity that you want, and also blending it out until you think that it's nicely buffed out. Next, I'm going to highlight my brow bone with the color Foxy from the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. I like using a matte color just to keep the entire look matte. Next, I'm going to apply a darker color to the base of my lid, which I should have done before but completely forgot. I'm using the color Crave from the same Naked Basics palette. And again, I'm just going back in to blend out the edges. Now it's time to remove the tape and move on to the face. I'm using the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser as my primer. And I think the trick with this primer is to really buff it into the skin, because if you don't, then it's just going to leave a really oily residue. For foundation, I'm using the MAC Face and Body, and my color is C2. I really like this foundation because it has a really natural finish, but you can still build it up. As you can see, I'm starting off with this layer and I'm blending it out with a damp beauty blender, but next I'm going to apply a little bit more to the areas where I feel like I need a little bit more coverage. Moving on, I'm going to be applying my concealer, and I use the Rimmel Wake Me Up in the color Light. I don't really like applying too much concealer because I find that when I do, it tends to crease under my eyes. I'm just going to blend that out with my ring finger, and next I'm going to set it with a translucent powder. And the one I like to use is the Sephora Mineral Matte Touch-Up Powder. It doesn't have any color because it is translucent, but I find that it really makes my concealer last longer. I'm going to set the rest of my face using a MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Medium Plus. And next I'm going to bronze up using another MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, but this one is in Dark Deep. I like placing it mostly on the outer parts of my face, but I'm pretty generous with this because I find that it adds a lot more color to my face. And yeah, it gives me a little bit, makes me look a little bit more awake. I'm going to take another bronzer. This one is the Sephora brand in Bora, and this is the one I'm going to use to contour because it's a little bit more on the grayish side, whereas the MAC one is more on the orangish side. For my blush, I'm going to be using this Tarte Cheat Stain in the color Muse, and I really like it because it's a very natural color. And for the brows, I'm going to be using this MAC Eyebrow Gel. I'm not really sure what the name of it is or what color it's in, but I'll look that up and I'll post it in the bottom bar for you guys. I like to use a spoolie to blend it out because a lot of product gets applied by using the brush of the actual eyebrow gel. And I just think it looks a lot more natural when you blend it out with a spoolie. Lately, I've actually been really into the bushier eyebrows, and yeah, I just think it looks good. Next, I'm going to be applying the same Maybelline gel liner, and I'm going to put it in my waterline and in my tight line. Taking the same orange color that I used before, I'm just going to blend it out on my lower lash line just to create a bit of a smokier effect. I like using the lighter color first and then going in with a darker color. So here I'm adding Crave from the Naked Basics palette with a small brush, and then I'm going to go in with another fluffier one to blend that out. Next, I'm going to curl my eyelashes, and I'm going to apply a generous amount of mascara. The one I use is the Maybelline the Falsies, and I like the waterproof formula because I find that it holds the curl a lot longer. It's just a little bit of a pain to remove it. I'm also going to be applying some mascara to my lower lashes because they're quite blonde and they don't really show if I don't put any mascara on. So yeah, I'm just going to load up some product there also. For the first lip option that I'm giving you, I'm using the Tarte Lipsurgence lip gloss in the color Visionary. This is probably something I would wear in the summertime with this eye look. The next lip option I'm giving you guys is the Velvet Matte Lip Pencil by Nars in the color Cruella. I absolutely love this color. It's coming off a little bit lighter on camera than it does in person. But yeah, it's just kind of like a red brick color, and it's honestly so beautiful. So yeah, that's basically the finished look. I think it's a look that can be used by really anyone from any skin color, eye color, hair color, anything. It's just so versatile, and yeah, it's a really nice look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, make sure to like this video and subscribe if you aren't already. I will see you in our next video. Bye!